Welcome to the YAWGH, which doesn't like running, apparently.
No, well, you know.
Yeah. So, this is very simply kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure game. It's very simple. There's not a lot to it. It's very similar to, like, Monster Prom, which actually just came out, so that might be something that's a little more familiar. Similar setup. But we're gonna play as some characters. So who do you want to play as, Doogie?
The mustache guy seems pretty rad.
Alright. I'm gonna be this guy. So let's go. The YAWGH will be here in 6 weeks, and no one expects it. Not a one of us.
I do.
Well, this puts us in conflict here, because we know it, we don't know it, quote-unquote, don't know it.
Oh.
We're just gonna keep living our lives. So, where do you want to go first? You have a bunch of places.
I want to go to the tavern. I want to drink.
You spend the entire
Yes.
week getting wasted.
That's fantastic.
You gain 2 charm and 1 physique.
All those bar
You
brawls.
just get rounder, is that physique? You're more in shape. It's round as a shape.
Yeah, exactly. It's A shape.
One day, the tavern throws its annual dart tournament. Do you want to enter or spectate?
Oh, I've had enough to drink to enter that one.
You sign up for the dart tournament, ready to prove your dart-throwing prowess. You play the worst game of darts anyone's ever seen. Awesome.
That's the drinking.
You manage to break several glasses and narrowly miss someone's head. You
Sounds like
come
me.
dead last.
That's a good use of a week.
Someone there wrote a song of how poorly you did, and it's quickly become the most popular tune in town. You lose 1 charm.
What? What? Everyone loves a clown, you jerks.
Oh man. Now I can't go to the tavern, so that's kind of the part of going first. Let's see. I'm gonna go to the arena. I'm gonna compete. You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. Hooray!
And you lose 1 foot.
One night, on your way home, you spot a rusty dagger on the ground. I'm gonna pick it up.
Sounds reasonable.
So pick it up, you hear a voice from behind you whisper, "You're not worthy." The dagger begins to dissolve into a black smoke. Well, shit. Within seconds, the blade is gone. Boo! They say the last time it came, the YAWGH devoured houses whole. Are we talking about an animal here?
Well, we don't know yet. It was big.
That's true.
YAWGH.
Alright, well, you start again, so where do you want to go?
Well, I think after that week in the bar, we're gonna have to go to the hospital. And we're gonna have to clean up.
You spend the week steeling your mind against the horrors of the hospital, making sure it is as clean as can be.
Hooray!
You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and earn 1 wealth.
Yay! Janitorial services pay off.
One day you hear spooky sounds echoing throughout the hospital.
What, the sound of a sponge isn't spooky enough for you?
Soon afterwards, a glowing blue ghost floats down from the ceiling. She seems to be wandering the halls aimlessly, howling out horrible noises. She doesn't appear to realize that she is freaking everyone out. You decide to do something about it.
Throw the sponge at her. Talk calmly to her.
Oh. Vaporize this with him with a sponge. I mean magic.
I don't have magic, so... I have 5 magic, but that's less than my finesse. Clearly, I'm not very good at that.
You have sponge magic.
Ooh. Is that like Mr. Clean?
You approach the spirit and try to explain to her that the effect she is having on the sick. You're You're not convincing enough to be able to persuade her to stop her haunting. Womp
No, I'm not charming enough to talk the ghosts down.
Eventually, everyone gets used to her and learns to live with the creepy ghost. Your mental resolve hardens. You gain 1 mind.
Yay!
You have 7 mind. That's a lot of minds.
7 mind and 7 physique.
7 mind? Mind?
Mind.
Let's see. I want to go to the palace. I want to attend some balls.
Yeah.
You spend the week attending fancy gatherings.
And you've got the biggest balls of them all.
Absolutely. I gained 2 charm and 1 finesse. Hooray! One day, you decide to lean up against a wall just to take a break.
Wow, a faithful wall.
It rotates as you apply pressure, and you stumble down a set of stairs. You enter a large, dusty room filled with barrels.
And some guy behind a brick wall.
Oh god, you found the king's famous wine cellar.
Amontillado!
I am having a secret parties down here.
Yes.
All your friends show up, and the drinking begins. When you come to, you find yourself in a home you don't recognize, and only your underwear. That's quality.
A great party.
Your clothes are nowhere to be found, and you seem to be the only one home.
This is not my beautiful house. I do not have a beautiful wife. Letting the days go by. Once in a lifetime.
Alright, week 3. I think you're starting every week, so...
Let's go to the slums. Like crime, like Batman. Oh.
Nice. You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse.
And 2 dead parents.
Aw, womp womp. One night, a woman walks up to you. "Excuse me, sir, feeling a bit lonely tonight?" she asks. "For only a small amount of coin, I can make you feel good all night."
I don't have 2 wealth, so I'll pass.
Your loss. And that's
well, that
it.
was easy.
What do I want to do? I want to go to the alchemy tower. I want to brew some potions. Spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. Gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day you hear one of the alchemists shout, "Eureka!"
And that alchemist was Albert Einstein. Oh wait.
When you look over to see what he's done, you spot a small, previously dead ferret come to life.
Wow, as if they didn't smell bad enough.
"I figured out the antidote to death," the alchemist exclaims. The undead ferret lets out a horrific noise and lumbers about slowly.
I mean, to be fair, I do like zombie ferrets, so...
Abomination!
Aww.
Yikes. Smack the ferret off the counter and stomp on it until it stops twitching. The alchemist is horrified. You gain 1 physique.
Especially that, ferret being rolled in half. Well, now that there's a zombie ferret in the world, I think I need to get drunk again.
Going to drink
where
again.
this is going.
Spend the entire week getting wasted. Again. You gain 2 charm and 1 physique.
Everybody loves me.
One day, a bard pulls out his lute in the bar and starts playing a tune. Unfortunately, he's sitting... I can word.
I hate these opening acts.
Fortunately, his singing is horrible, and it's ruining the tavern's atmosphere. You decide to do something about it.
We demand Jimmy Buffett. Lute duel.
You borrow the bar owner's lute and challenge the bard to musical duel. You play out a beautifully complex combination of arpeggios.
Yes, like Ingve.
The tavern roars with applause. The bard tries his best to replicate your piece, but ends up dropping his lute, snapping it in half.
It's a hell of a drop.
Yeah, really. He bows his head shamefully in defeat and walks out of the tavern. You gain 1 finesse and 1 charm. Huzzah!
That was a good week of getting drunk.
I'm gonna go hunt. Spend the week hunting defenseless critters.
Yay, you spend the week murdering squirrels and chipmunks.
Woo! Gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day in your forest excursions, you stumble upon a swarm of rats. First, you jump backwards and chop, but then you start to hear them converse with one another. Why is that have a hyphen in it? They call you over. Excuse me, sir, one of them said in a high-pitched voice.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
That's not high-pitched at all, you wanker. You think you might be able to help us out with something? We're a bunch of rats. You see, we've tried to elect a new leader, but it seems the votes are completely tied.
Why is he British?
Screw you, you kid. We're trying to decide between Seed Paul the Vengeful and Blight Tooth the Wise,
says the rat. Seedpaw steps forward.
If you vote for me, the rats will have a powerful leader, one who's not afraid to take our fight to the enemy.
Proclaims Seedpaw. Blightooth steps up.
If you vote for me, good sir, I will lead these rats to the age of enlightenment.
Which rat do you choose?
I think it's pretty obvious we're gonna have to go with Blightooth.
I think so. Half the rats roar with tiny applause.
Yay!
Seedpaw bows his head and walks back into the mass of rats. Blightooth climbs up to your shoulder and whispers ancient secrets into your ear as thanks.
Look, if you want them to look their way, just use crush.
I gain 1 mind and 1 magic. Hooray.
Through the power of rats.
Woo! And we forgot about everything that happened last time. Why not?
I mean, I did spend a total of 2 weeks getting drunk. Let's go to the arena.
Compete or fight?
Let's compete.
Or
I'm going to compete. That's right. And my axe.
You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One day, while wandering the halls, one of the arena fighters approaches you. Excuse me, sir. I need a sparring partner, he says. Are you down for a fight or two?
I guess I'm down. Oh my.
Let's do this! He screams. Takes a swing at your head. You punch his fist as it is coming towards you. You can hear the bones.
Oh my washinderu. Boom.
You can hear the bones in the fighter's hand crack. He runs away, whimpering. That was pretty cool. You gain 1 charm. That doesn't make sense, but whatever. Sure. Let's see. What do I want to do? I'm gonna go landscape. Look at that swan.
Honk.
Spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. I gain
The
1
mighty
finesse,
honk bush.
1 physique, and earn myself 1 wealth. Hooray! One day on your way home from the park, you come across a golden ring in the grass. Well, you know what the best idea when you find rings on the ground to do is? Just put them on. Because nothing...
Yeah, there's no way they're cursed.
No, not at all. It's the one ring. Hooray!
Sire! Baggins!
Upon placing the ring...
Just press enter. Save yourself this time.
God damn it. The markings unravel themselves from the ring and swirl in front of you. They form in what appears to be a fully armored ghost, radiating a beautiful orange light.
Praise the sun!
The ghost turns to you and nods before walking away. Okay. Hooray!
That's the most important
I
part.
gained 1 charm. But I've freed a ghost knight somehow. It's almost here. Ah. The YAWGH is
that
coming.
Sounds like a good,
What dost
sounds
thou
like
do?
A good reason. Sounds like a good enough reason to go get drunk again.
One day, a fortune teller sets up at one of the tavern's tables. She offers to read anyone's fortune for a small sum.
Yes, I have a small sum.
You spend 1 wealth. The fortune teller takes your hand and begins showering you with promises of love and wealth. She doesn't really go into any detail, and the whole time, you can't help but feel that this is all an act. Underwhelmed and slightly poorer, you can't help but feel like you've wasted your money. That night, while walking home, the fortune teller runs up to you and gives you a kiss on the cheek. "There's the love part," she said with a toothless smile.
There's the love pot.
Then she hands you a giant sack of gold. "There's the wealth," she says. You gain 2 wealth.
All
Nice.
right.
Yes.
Now I'm the sugar daddy to a hack.
Womp womp. Alright. We're going to a ball again. I spend the week attending...
Hoping to find another secret booze room, are you?
Damn right. 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day, the court jester approaches you.
Did you steal all of our secret booze?
Where are my balls?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's learn to juggle. Spend the day with the jester, practicing your juggling technique. Hooray! Improve dramatically. Starting from 0 to anything is kind of a dramatic improvement.
You have been able to throw 1 ball between each hand.
Wow, that's a lot of finesse.
Nice.
I'm dripping in finesse.
Yeah.
I lose 1 wealth, but that's fine. That's not what storms are supposed to do. They don't exactly work as grinders.
YAWGH.
Not the YAWGH! So, what are you?
I am the town drunk, pretty obviously.
You scavenge together as much alcohol as you can, and drink excessively. You gain 2 physique and 1 charm.
Everyone loves the town drunk.
I have a lot of finesse. I think I will be the tailor. Volunteer to weave in men clothing for the survivors to keep warm. You make in men clothing faster than anyone would have ever expected. Every survivor now has an excess number of scarves, socks, and hats to keep warm. Yay. This helps the survival effort immensely. Unlike being drunk.
Look, I'm drunk. That's all that matters.
But in the end... Womp womp. We failed.
Speak for yourself, pal. I have all the booze I need right here.
The YAWGH traumatized you deeply. Despite everything starting to be okay now, something in you snapped. Maybe it was witnessing a baby floating face down in the water. That would do it. Maybe it was when you found a man skewered on a fence, still squirming slightly, his eyes an empty void. Perhaps it was when you saw a group of kids that were trapped in the school and resorted to eating the rotting teacher's corpse.
Maybe.
Whatever it was, you can't help but drink.
Yeah, maybe it was the fact that I found all this booze.
You drink so much you're not entirely sure what is real and what is an illusion. One day you look into a mirror and your eyes are empty. Hollow.
You've always gone hollow.
The city in shambles, you flee into the woods. You try to find a new town to make a new life for yourself. During your travels, you are endlessly tormented by the spirits of dead animals. Well, gee, I wonder
That's what
why.
you get for killing all them chipmunks.
They lead you astray, cackle maddeningly into your ear, preventing you from sleeping. They warn other animals of your presence, preventing you from finding any food. Your frame now gaunt and hollow, eventually your body gives in. You die face down in the mud. Well, that was lovely.
Wait. And you didn't even have any booze.
No, I did. Remember? I found the wine stash.
I mean when you died.
Oh.
I think I clearly won this game.
So that's the YAWGH.
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 That's short and depressing.
Yes. Join us next time for something maybe not as short and not as depressing.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we can go back to Lost Levels.
That would be short and depressing. See you next time.
Bye now.